first firefight, it feels kind of like surreal, where like you're a 19-year-old kid, you're out of high school, you don't really know what to expect, you're really excited about it, and they train you so well over and over and over again. So when you hear that crack or whiz, you just immediately get down, you start scanning where the fire's coming from, and it kind of just, the training just takes over.
Yeah.
We were looking for how to detect if there's an IED present, whether it's exposed wires, freshly dug up dirt, just stuff that normal people wouldn't really look for, but that are indicators of danger.
Yeah.
So before we got to our combat outpost, we got a briefing from our intelligence, and they said be on the lookout for yellow jugs. That's typically what they store their homemade explosives in, their HMA. And we were right outside the bazaar. They use yellow jugs for everything, for water, for cooking oil, for gasoline. So it's like you see in the bazaar just yellow jugs everywhere, and you're a 19-year-old kid, you're like, oh my God. You know, when you're going through that, you just gotta have a firefight, your adrenaline's going, and you know, you're just trying to do your job, and you kind of like, you're not as alert to like, you're like looking for IEDs when you're in that mode. And yeah, we just opened and it flipped the truck over. My driver's the one who woke me up, actually. And yeah, we got up, pulled me out.
And you got a concussion out of that?
Yeah. That was actually my last patrol, so we were like leaving 2 weeks like after we hit the IED. So I was like, what a send off. Lucky me, right?
So what was it like coming home the first time?
It was weird. Like it was definitely kind of strange when you come back. We just got our bags, went through customs and everything, and we went around this turn, and there was just a sea of people there. They were just clapping and everything. It's like you're a 19-year-old kid and you feel like you're a rock star. You're like, oh man.
That's cool.
You know, it's weird because you're still kind of like isolated a little bit inside. Still trying to deal with everything, but
Did you lose some friends that first deployment?
yes, lost a few friends, but they weren't immediately with me. They were friends I went through training with,
right.
And they got sent to different companies, different platoons.
So what was Afghanistan like?
Oh, it's a beautiful country. The kids are just like kids here. They're just normal kids, rambunctious. You know, they're high strong, high energy. They just love to go outside and play. And throw rocks at you if you don't give them candy. But you know, they were generally good people. I would say our second deployment was more aggressive than our first one was. Our first one, you know, we stayed at our base. We were able to know the locals and, you know, become friends with them. But ours, like I said, our second deployment, we didn't stay in one spot very often. So we had a mind on mission and task.
Right.
And so we didn't have time for like, I don't want to say hearts and minds, because we did, you know, we tried helping out as much as we could. But it was like we were there to complete a mission and then get out.
And so that mission was engagement of the Taliban.
Yeah.
And you lost some guys on that one too.
Yes. Yeah, we lost a few guys. Yeah. It was pretty bad. But yeah.
Yeah. And how about, and you also had some injuries that second deployment, right?
Yes. My knee got messed up. And
you also had some concussion blasts from just
yeah, it wasn't nearly as serious as my first one was, and especially in Sangin, because there's IEDs everywhere. I can't even remember how many IEDs, just like let alone our platoon found, and we just had to do a controlled detonation.
So every one of those is a potential blast wave.
Oh, you can feel the wave hit you, and everyone's got their cameras out taking videos.
So what was it like coming home the second time?
The second time was it was a bit different, just because like we, you know, it was more of a kinetic deployment. We were more active, and you didn't really have time to like sit down and like process a lot of the stuff. It was just, you know, going, and it does take some time transitioning. When you're in the military, you're just dying to get out. You're just dying to like not have to shave every day, obviously, and you don't have to get haircuts all the time. But when you get out, you just miss the camaraderie, like the brotherhood, because you don't have that with any friends, like any other friends or family. You just won't. It was definitely weird going back to college, you know, because I'm in there. I have my cane at this point. I have to have a full beard, and I go to orientation, and everyone's with their parents. I'm like, All right. I kind of feel like Billy Madison a little bit. When I got out of the military, I was on roughly 10 different types of medications. And when you're on that many meds, you just feel like a zombie. You don't have any personality. You just kind of like go through the day. And yeah, you know, you get addicted to some medications and everything, and it's not living. It's really not. It might make you feel better for the time, but it only masks the problem. Oh, Greg. Yeah. One of the best trainers, if not the best trainer. Yeah, he's an amazing guy. Me and him always talk Philly sports. Always talk Philly sports when we come in. That or Netflix shows, and we'll have debates back and forth. I usually win.
And how about the Eagles, huh?
That's the one thing that makes us so much better is Super Bowl champions.
That's it.
I never thought I'd see it in my lifetime, but
I don't think any of us did. You know, you got a girlfriend. It's all good, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was really proud of you for that. That's hard. A lot of guys can't, you know, they have a hard time.
And you know, it's not as easy as Scott makes it sound. She's put up with a lot of my stuff, so yeah, she's a wonderful woman.
You know, what do you think some of the biggest accomplishments you've had being part of this program is?
I can run now. No, but the biggest accomplishment I would say is not only physically wise, but mentally. You guys helped me out on a huge scale. I'm now on no medication.
That's
Believe
incredible.
it or not, I went from 9 or 10 meds when I first got out to absolutely none. Not even for sleep or anything.
That's incredible.
There'd be some weeks, like when I first got out, I was first going to school, I just didn't want to see anybody. My anxiety was really bad. And I wasn't on medication, but I would come here and it would just make me feel a lot better. It would make my week a lot better. Just, you know, talking to Scott or talking to Greg or talking to John, like, you know, just anybody really. Just the atmosphere in here is so friendly, and you know, it's like little things that just make your week better.
I'm so proud for you to be honored, but what's it mean to you?
No, it honestly means the world to me. You actually helped me put it in perspective, and you know, after everything I went through, and you have to kind of like take a step back and look at where you were to where you are now, and you helped me do that, and just see the spin. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Just see the difference in between the person I was to the person I am now. Like not even physically, but like just mentally healthy and physically stronger.
Yeah.
No, I came in here on a cane and on medication for anything under the sun. Now I'm walking fine. I'm able to be self-sufficient. I'm on no medication. It's like you almost gave me my life back.